Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I had to share this news with you because I am disturbed. I can't even believe I'm actually shocked because I have seen this happen multiple times. But it's like, oh my God, not again. Not again, okay? Actress Jurnee Smollett, who I love so much. So many of us grew up watching her. Her ex-husband is demanding half of her money. He wants her childhood money. She was already giving him money from the divorce. Now he wants her money from her childhood. I cannot make this up at all. So, okay, give me a quick little second. Again, some of you remember her on Full House. Full House. She was on so many TV shows and we grew up watching her, and I loved her in the film Eve's Bayou. It's one of my most favorite films of all time. If you've never seen Eve's Bayou, you need to see this movie. This should have won an Oscar, in my opinion. She did phenomenal. She's one of the greatest child actresses. Her brother, Jesse Smollett, he was the one on Empire, but she's been acting since she's been a little girl. Okay, so what happened? Let's get into it. What happened between her and her husband? Okay, it says again that he is demanding 50% of her childhood acting money. This is disgraceful. It says that she's already paid him nearly $1 million and $7,000 a month in child support. They have a child together, but he wants more money. He wants more. So his name is Josiah Bell. They divorced in 2021 after 10 years of marriage. Now he is demanding half of her retirement savings, suggesting that her 401k and pension are community property. It says that she's been acting since she was 5 years old. She had a 401k and a SAG pension since she was 3 years old. Okay. Okay, so he's a little gold digger. They love to throw that label on women, but he is a gold digger. She already gave him $1 million just about from the divorce, and she gave him $7,000 a month in child support. And he said, nope, that ain't good enough for me. No, I want more. I want your 401k. I want your pension. This guy is playing real dirty. I wonder what happened during their marriage that he just said to himself, no, I'm going to get you. I am going to get Jurnee. This is embarrassing. This is hurtful. And again, there are so many women saying this is why you get a prenup. This is why you date within your tax bracket. There are men in her tax bracket who would do this. Sometimes men want to be petty. He might not even need it, but he wants to hurt her even more. And these men today are very, very, very sassy. We know that. And I've never heard of him before. I don't know who this man is. I'm not sure if he's a struggling actor. I know there are women who are saying she dated down. Look what happened with, I think it was Sherry Shepherd or Cheryl Underwood. We saw this with Wendy, dating these men who are not on your level. Then you break up and they're trying to take everything they can take from you. And that's exactly what's happening to her. And, she's not going to go without a fight. Nope, my Libra sister is not going to go without a fight with this, but these guys today have absolutely no shame, and it's like, damn, this happening again. Cheryl, Wendy, Mary J. Blige, now Jurnee, and I mean, my goodness gracious, the fact that he wants her money she earned when she was a little girl acting, so she has nothing almost to her name, is disgusting to me. I hope she gets a really good lawyer. Lawyer up Jurnee something serious. Get the best lawyer. Maybe Gloria Allred. Try to get her the best that you can get and fight against this gold digger man. That's what he is. And I don't want to hear men saying, well, the women, when you get divorced, you know why? Because women cooking, cleaning, servicing you, being on a menstrual cycle, still servicing you, taking care of kids, risking passing away, giving birth to children. Okay, women, a lot of women, we earn the right for you to make sure as the mother of your children that I'm not out on the streets. Okay, so, but they want to be women now. They want to be women now. And look, she gave him $1 million. She gave him $7,000 a month. And now he's trying to, nope, Give me that. Give me the retirement, your retirement. This is disgusting. This is disgusting, Jurnee. I am on your side, and I hope that she beats this and this man does not take everything from her at all. And I love seeing her on screen. You know, people don't always talk about her that much, but she's like Keke Palmer. She's before Keke Palmer. Treasured child actors and actresses within the Black community. We grew up watching her. She knows who she is. She's very secure. She's well spoken. She's intelligent. It seems to be a philanthropist. So there's a lot that I like about Jurnee, and she has like a little bit of a low profile. You don't hear about her getting into trouble and everything like that. So I absolutely am a fan of hers ever since she was young, and I hope to see her become more of a star. I mean, I would love to see this because I do think she gets slept on a little bit, and that's Jurnee Smollett, you know. So I'm hoping. I'm not saying everyone's perfect. Again, I don't know what happened in her marriage. I don't know what kind of problems they had, but the fact that he's going for her childhood earnings now, this is disgusting. So I wish her luck and that she's able to get through this. Now, I want to talk about Zoe Saldana real quick. I have on another platform. This is a sensitive topic right here. I want to talk about the outrage about her having a white husband and her sisters and Dominican identity. I noticed that, look, there are going to be Black people that's going to get upset with me. I noticed that there's a large amount of Black people who are triggered by Dominicans saying that we are mixed people. We are not just Black, we are triracial. This is a fact about the average Dominican. It doesn't matter how light they are, how dark they are. A large percentage of them, a large percentage of them are triracial. You can tell that a good portion of the time, and a number of them are. Now, Zoe Saldana, she won an Oscar. Now, I know there's some sort of beef between Mexicans and her or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But when she accepted her Oscar, she identified as a Dominican because that is who she is culturally. That is how she was raised. That's who she is. Okay. And there were Black people who got upset. Why didn't she say, why do you look? It's a lot when it comes to race and ethnicity. But I noticed that Black Americans, you are too quick to throw your ancestry away. Like you want everyone to say they are Black American who are not Black Americans at all. And just claim like you got Africans now, straight up Africans from England taking roles from Black American people, playing Black American people they don't even descend from. But you don't have this hardcore beef. I have seen some Black people upset by it, but it's all this. Let me calm down. I'm all over the place. Let's start with race. I am not a Dominican. I I can pass for Dominican. A lot of Dominicans think I'm Dominican. When I'm around Dominicans, I've been told I look Dominican. My ancestry is similar somewhat to a Dominican, but I do not speak Spanish, okay? A lot of Dominican people, in my opinion, is just like being Louisiana Creole, highly multi-generationally mixed that speak Spanish. Most of them, I find Dominicans to not have a big identity problem like Black. You don't see them saying, we were Moors, we were Egyptians, we are native indigenous to this land, we are African, we are not African, we were this, we were that. Dominicans keep it simple. They say we are African, Black, European, Spanish, and Taino. And when they get their DNA test, it comes back a lot of times 40%, 30%, 50% the African Black. And then there will be people, Black people, picking on them, saying, oh, me no Black, me no Black. They never said they were not Black. They said they're not only Black. They're not. The difference is, but I hate hearing, oh, the difference is a boat stop. That's not accurate. Boats stopped and people mixed with people on the lands. Now, it's similar to America. I mean, being Black, basically Black, white, and Native American is no different here than in the Dominican Republic, except there was a lot more multi-generationally mixing going on over there. That does exist here as well. Not all Black people's families in America look the same, but I find that you are shamed and bullied in Black America if you claim any ancestry. If you say you're mixed, they want to question you, they want to argue with you, and you know who you are, you know your ancestry. Versus a Dominican, they don't do all that one drop stuff. They don't deny what they are, and that bothers a lot of people. I do understand when they don't like Black people and can come off as racist, and it's like, hold on, you do have like 40 to 50% of Black African ancestry, so that would make no sense. And that is an issue that they need to fix within their community. But there was a lot of Black people upset because when she won her Oscar, she said she was Dominican. Oh, why didn't she say she's Black? She's not culturally Black. Her culture is the Dominican culture. She's not ethnically Black. Black is not an ethnicity. It is a racial classification you're called in America. The world does not revolve around that, and their identity is not that. That's why there was the issue with Tyler and everything like that. Are there Black people who could easily pass as Dominican in the Dominican Republic? Yes. Are there, and vice versa? Yes. But there are some differences. Okay, so people, there was a woman who she wanted to almost argue with me because I said she is a mixed woman who is Dominican. Her mother is a Puerto Rican or a Dominican mixed race, obvious. And her father could easily pass as a Black American, but her father in the Dominican Republic, that is a mixed man. If he doesn't, they wouldn't necessarily think he was Haitian, in comparison, because, they have the whole Dominican versus Haitian thing going on up over there. But what is the issue with her saying she's Dominican? It's like, why are people expected to swipe and erase their whole ancestry and culture when they come over here? Stop trying to swipe people's ancestry away and heritage. Not everybody in the islands, including Jamaica and Dominican Republic, families look the same. It's the Caribbean and Latin America is the most heavily mixed and diverse community of people, race people, whatever you want to say, in the world besides South Africans. That is facts. That's why people just will leave it. I am from this place. I am from there. And our families look all types of different ways. So with different looks going on and all that stuff. But that's a whole different video. But there are people, I don't care that she says she's Dominican. What is the problem? She is a Dominican. Oh, but and I understand people got upset because of this Nina Simone. I don't even know if the movie came out with Nina Simone. They said that she had to put on darker makeup. Here's my thing with that. She did it because she needed the money. Let's just be real. That's why actors do it, and for art. There have been Black people playing Black people they don't even look nothing like, and their skin is not even the same skin tone as them. Denzel played Malcolm X. They don't look alike. They don't have the same skin tone. Angela Bassett played Tina Turner. They don't look nothing alike, you know? So I understand though where you feel like we don't know if she's anti-Black. But if she were, you feel like, well, don't take the roles that's played by American Black women. And I feel like also you see Africans playing American Black people. I don't see any huge outrage telling them stop playing our people. You don't look like our people, some of them, and you're not from here, So there's a lot going on with that. There's a lot going on when it comes to that. And I can understand though, like, if you don't F with us at all, or you don't claim any relation to having any Black ancestry, which she does as well, then don't play Black women. I've heard people say this, and I'm not going to argue about it. But actors, they feel a lot of them, they're artists. They want to play different roles. You're playing fictional characters, but Nina Simone was not a fictional character. But it's not her fault either. The Hollywood casting agents could have searched for a Black woman who looked like Nina Simone, who was the skin tone of Nina Simone, and they did not do that. And they need to be held accountable, the casting people who wanted to try to do that. But anyway, all I'm saying with this right now is that Zoe Saldana is a mixed race Dominican. There was a woman saying what's mixed about her. Do you not see her parents? Okay. we have Zoe Saldana, her husband, and her sister's husbands. This has caused a little bit of a stir on social media because they are so triggered that mixed race Dominican women with brown skin are dating white men. I don't even know if those men are Latino men. Some people said, well, white Latino and all that other stuff. I'm not sure, but they're so bothered by it because they love to bring up the whole better the race thing that was in parts of Brazil or Puerto Rico or somewhere like that. And that doesn't mean they all feel that way. That doesn't mean that. But I don't care that they got white husbands. Why can't they? Why can't this is deep. Let me calm down. Whether you feel she's a black woman or not, she is a woman of color. She is an ethnic woman, as they used to say back in the day. She is with a white man, and as soon as they saw her sisters in the brown skin with white men, it triggers them. They feel like, oh, they're going to the white man. What is the problem? Because you know what? I showed a picture of Alex Rodriguez. He used to be so fine to me. Alex, he's still not bad looking, but every woman he dates doesn't look like her sisters or Zoe. Every woman that he dates is usually a white woman with dyed blonde hair and very built. He likes muscular women who are white with blonde hair. He was dating Cameron Diaz. He dated, I think, Jennifer Aniston, and they all started buffing up to get built because that's what he likes. But I'm just using him as an example. This man has not once dated what people like to call an Afro-Latina, not once. This is common with so many men, not just black men. A lot of men of different ethnic groups date a lot of white women, whether that be from their own ethnic group or outside of it. So all of a sudden, when it's the women who go to the white man, everybody and their mama got something to say about it. And I find it weird. Why are black men making videos? Y'all are the main ones dating white women all over the place, especially in sports and entertainment. So why are you so bothered now that you see a gang, a little group, all the sisters got a white husband, you know? And then they love to make it seem like, oh, these are just some straight up black women who sold out all this stuff. These are, look, a lot of people are mixed, but these women, I'm sure, identify as mixed, and they are. And they have probably a significant amount of white ancestry themselves. So what if they're dating white men? And you know what? I don't care what issues I don't care the reason. They can date a white man if they want to. Black men are in no position to criticize not one black woman or mixed woman for dating a white man. As much as they date and uphold white women, as much as Hispanic men, I find it always interesting that men around the world seem to have a problem when their women start dating white men, but yet you in your own community are always trying to uplift the whitest woman you can, some of you. So what's the problem? You don't want them to be like you? What's the issue going on? You think you're the only one? I mean, if you like the man, you like the man. If he looked good, he looked good. He was interested in you. He hollered at you. Y'all went out and it worked out and you ended up married. I just find it amazing how some of these men are, where they want to hold their women to certain standards or put pressure on their women or uphold being as white as possible. But then you got the audacity when the woman says, you know what? I'm gonna date a white man. Y'all seem to think it's all that too. So what's the issue? They want you to be a baby maker. They want to use your womb and then go live out their fantasies and dreams and date every woman that they want to. It's amazing. It's all about control and the power dynamic because they know the white man is very powerful within the whole world and they are bothered by it. They know. And they get upset. Now, I don't know what these men do for a living, but because there are so many men who value whiteness over anything, like I said before, ask a black man, what do you like physically about the white woman you're with? They don't ever give you an answer. They just keep saying, I got a white woman. I'm dating a white woman. All you are worried about is her whiteness because you view it as a social status to be white. You don't say anything about her lips, her eye shape, her eye color, her hair color. What do you like about her physically? You barely ever hear it from a lot of people. They just say white, 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 white because you are the one that's obsessed and values whiteness on the hierarchy, not black women. That's why when we have kids with men, no matter what race they are, we raise pretty well balanced children who are secure with who they are and know they look good because mama knew she looked good too, just like daddy. They're not, it's just, that's a whole different video. But they're so pissed off to see Zoe and her sisters with these white men getting loved on. There are a lot of Latino men in their community who are mentally effed up and also discriminate. But no one wants to talk about that. But all of a sudden, you see the women dating white men. They whitening up their race. They doing this. They don't love themselves. They can date whoever they want to. It is 2025. Get over it. And I find it weird. If it bothers you so much, then how about y'all stop dating white women so damn much that you do? But they're not going to do that. And I don't think anyone should be forced to date someone that they don't want to date. I'm just making a point. They are big old hypocrites. Okay. Zoe married who she married and she's happy. And, people are acting like she's a black American woman who betrayed her people or something. She's not black American, number one. And even if she was, she doesn't have to date only black men. She doesn't. And I find it weird how there was a guy on another thing talking about, well, she hasn't dated one. So she hasn't been paired with one. So what? Are you going to ask Alex Rodriguez, why the hell don't you ever date any so-called Afro-Latina women? No one's ever asked him that. But you want to stay bothering the women. They do that to all the women. All of them. They do that because the men believe they are the ones who get to leave the women depressed, crying for a man, begging and screaming, out of wedlock babies, feeling undervalued while they go live their life and dreams with who they want to date. It's 2025. Baby, we're dating who we want to date across the board. So I'm happy to see it, period. Okay, so that is it for this video. Baby, let me know what you think in the comments section, okay? I will be reading all your comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Get those likes up, hit the bell, click all notifications so you know when I'm live. All right, so you all take care. Thank you so much. And I know I left out a lot when it comes to the issue talking about race and identity. There's a lot I left out. Maybe we can talk about it in another video or something. But I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Let me know, baby. You all take care. Bye.